Hi, my name is Maddie McGuigan and I'm a photographer. I've always loved to draw and create things, so to become a photographer eventually I liked doing graphic design, and one day I decided to pick up a camera, and sort of being able to do all these creative things and love making things just kind of flowed on, and eventually I found that photography was the medium that best suited the way that I like to express myself and make things. It just kind of was logical steps towards what could be a career and what was my favourite and most passionate medium to express myself in, really. When I create my work, I like to have a vision. I'm really strong on being able to see in my mind exactly what I want to do before I do it. Usually this comes in the middle of the night and I have a really big spurt of creativity and I want to get it out and I have to write it down. I've got ink stains on my hands sometimes because I write it down in bed. I don't create voice memos or anything, so that's usually the first step, and then from then on it's just making everything match. So that's shopping for costuming, making sure the makeup's right, looking for sample images, looking for sample lighting. I do a lot of things in the studio, so it's just then making sure every single point matches my vision perfectly, really. I'd like to say that I work towards a particular aesthetic or style, but sometimes it doesn't always come out that way. Still being young, it's very difficult to try and have that exact perfect aesthetic or style down pat, but I do try to work with colour or in complete black and white, so usually it'll be black and white or lots of different colours. I like to say it's very clean. I try to make it as clean as possible, so work with balancing my lighting and making sure that all of my editing and touch-ups and everything come out as polished and finished as possible. One of the biggest influences that I have is I read a lot of fashion magazines. I read a lot of fashion magazines, a lot of art and culture magazines, and they inspire me a lot. I have massive collections that I just sort of flick through all the time. They have all sorts of things in there, including just articles that I read that give me ideas for something that I can do later. I go to some exhibitions which are always fun. Fine art, like paintings and things, also inspire me, especially with their use of colour and the way they sort of imitate photography. It's really interesting to try and then rebound that into photography. I think that's fairly interesting and very inspirational. I love how flexible it is. Photography is a medium that can be fine art, it can be fun, it can be just taking a photo of, family, it can be a career. People use photography every day and, it has so much weight in our society, so it's just very, very flexible and it lets you do and be whoever you want to be in whatever way you want to be it. My name is Maddie McGuigan and I'm a raw artist.